So, topic for today is why we ask you not to drink a coffee for 4 hours before your appointment here with us in Browteak, and we urge you not to drink alcohol for 24 hours before you come to your appointment. So the day of your appointment, we're only asking you not to have a coffee inside 4 hours of your appointment with us. Now, we all love our coffee, but consuming caffeine can really interfere with the retention, and here's the reason why. Number one, you can have extreme or excessive bleeding at treatment time. So not only can this be a sore-ish treatment, now with us we claim that you will only feel about a 2 out of 10, which is actually very mild in comparison to a lot of people because our anaesthetic is medical grade. But it is a sore treatment. It's a tattoo on your orbital bone. But even with numbing, if you have excessive or extreme bleeding at treatment time, a bit like this, the colour won't deposit and the results will not be up to standard. Number two, there will be increased sensitivity. So even though our anaesthetic cream is medical grade and we use a cream, a gel, and a liquid which has got lidocaine in it and epinephrine. So we do our best to get you as comfortable as possible. Most of our clients actually fall asleep during the treatment. But even with that medical grade numb cream, it's just not going to work and it's going to hurt. So imagine having your face glided, and we do only glide this. This is the tattoo microblade, and it's really tiny needles, but having this glided under your skin on the orbital bone for about 120 or 150 of strokes on each eyebrow, it's going to hurt. Do you really want it to hurt? Number three, there's going to be slower healing because if your skin is really sensitive and there's been excessive amount of ooze from either blood or plasma at treatment time, it's going to place you in a position of an increased risk of infection, and the wound is going to be slower to heal. So if the wound is going to be slower to heal, like, why would you want to be going around with scabby looking brows? We give you aftercare so that you have a no scab heal. But if you don't play your part in what we ask you to do in the pre-treatment instructions that arrive to you about 3 days before your treatment with us, you are going to put yourself in a position of a very poor retention of the pigment that we deposit, and it's just not going to implant as well as we might like, because everyone is different. And if we are creating a stroke and there is an ooze at each stroke, how can we get the pigment in? So guys, it's best not to risk it. If you experience all of the previous 1, 2, 3 pointers because you didn't follow the treatment email that we sent out to you, or the instructions, there isn't much on my part that I can do to be of help. I mean, the ooze of the blood will dilute the pigment that I've tried to implant in. It'll push it out and it'll lead to a very poor retention. So I'm only asking you to not have your coffee 4 hours before your treatment. And there's plenty of coffee shops in West Cork here that you can have your coffee straight after your treatment. So that's all I'm asking. Please don't have your coffee before you arrive to us. And if I see you coming in with a coffee in your hand, I hope it's for me and that you're not drinking it. So ideally, no alcohol for 24 hours before your treatment and stay off the coffee. All right, I hope that helps.